All right. For somehow, if you don't know, by the way, Twitch put out a update yesterday to their terms of service, and this was in, I believe, direct response to the topless meta that was going around. By the way, that's the wrong call for what was going on. For those who don't know, this basically all started with a bunch of IRL streamers, female, of course, streaming themselves topless, but the camera just stopping shy of the nipple line. And then the entire chat would just redirect viewers to various pornographic sites where they could be found, or OnlyFans, which is the same thing. It directed people to OnlyFans and OnlyFans competitors. You get the idea. Excuse me. So, Twitch needed to respond to this. They responded to this by allowing it. After telling the rest of the streamers they can't advertise they stream on YouTube, Twitch is A-okay with people redirecting random people to porn. Take that for what you will. Now, they did make some changes, though. Now, if your content is flagged with their labels of may contain sexual content, you will have no chance of appearing on the front page. None. So if you're hoping for any sort of discoverability within Twitch, it's not happening organically. You're going to have to make it happen yourself if you're doing that sort of thing, but that's up to you. All right. Now, one of the things they've changed is that they are allowing artistic nudity. So let's go over what that means. What was previously prohibited, according to Twitch's FAQ, but is now allowed with the label. Okay. This is if you have the sexual content enabled label. All right. Content that deliberately highlighted breasts, buttocks, or pelvic region when fully clothed. Streamers found it difficult to determine what was prohibited and what was allowed, and often evaluating whether or not a stream violated this portion of the policy was subjective. In addition, the former sexually suggested content policy was out of line with the industry standards and resulted in female presenting streamers being disproportionately penalized. Seeing the phrase female presenting streamers is still weird. I get why the statement exists. All right. Don't flood the content with that, the comments with that. It still seems weird seeing it, but I digress. In any case. All right. Again, this is previously prohibited, but now allowed. Fictional, drawn, animated, or sculpted, fully exposed female presenting breasts and or genitals or buttocks, regardless of gender. There is a thriving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overly punitive and did not reflect the impact of the content. Basically, this is saying nude art, not safe for work art being drawn, A-okay, or animated, or being sculpted. So if you wanted to risk getting a, if you're a not safe for work G poser in FF14 and you wanted to stream it, you're A-okay to do on Twitch, but you will probably still get banned within FF14. Just saying. Body writing on female presenting breasts and or buttocks, regardless of gender. The Twitch attire policy already allows body art on breasts and buttocks, so this change makes these policies consistent. Erotic dances that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures, such as stripteases. So stripteases are now allowed. Body writing on breasts are allowed. Here's one thing that's not made clear. Are nipples allowed? We know they're allowed on drawn, animated, or sculpted art. but on your avatar or on your actual person, are they allowed? I don't know. I would assume not, because there's nothing saying. By the way, this whole thing, what's going on, because of course VTubers can't read, fictionalized, drawn, animated, or sculpted, fully exposed female presenting breasts and or genitals seems to imply, oh my god, VTubers can go fully in the nude. Oh my. No. It does not. Absolutely not. I actually need to go ahead and try to find the label here, but basically the too long didn't read is that any rules applying to those of us in the flesh, like me, apply to those using an avatar of some kind. This also includes PNG tubers. All right. So if you're a VTuber, all right, and you are, I think it's actually in the attire policy. If you are a VTuber and you are, I was hoping to quickly find it. And if you're a VTuber and you are, you know, showing off your model and that it's presenting as you, any rules that apply to my attire and how I must dress and behave as someone who is putting my real face out there, VTuber must follow the exact same rules. While we're on the topic, those of you using a PNG, this means you have a still image, you swap between two of them when you are and aren't talking. We've used the same tech when we're doing our raids. That applies to it as well. The thumbnail that I showed here actually would definitely apply to that. So, what's going on then? There is right now just a metric ton of VTubers out there right now that are just absolutely 100%. I'm trying to find the line right now before someone goes, oh, you didn't show the thing. Here we go. Here we go. Avatars that translate a streamer's real life movement into digital characters are subject to our adult nudity and attire policies and may be prohibited. That's part of the community guidelines. By the way, before you try to argue PNG tubers that you're just using two still images, it is still translating your real life movements, such as whether you are or are not speaking. So, don't be stupid. Just don't. Because keep in mind, all right, a lot of people out there right now are pushing the boundaries, and they are pushing it hard. I can't even risk showing the art tab of YouTube right now, or of Twitch right now, because there is a good chance that it's going to be something that's not to the terms of service of YouTube at all. Here's what Twitch needs to do. They need to first off make it so that thumbnails, and this is what they should have done in the first place, thumbnails get either, if you have any sort of flag, I would say if you have any flags at all, go ahead and make it so that the default thumbnails aren't just taken from a random screenshot of the stream, and instead have a just warning there. All right. I think that's going to be for the best, because right now it's risky to actively go ahead and look at Twitch's directory anywhere in public. That's a problem. That's a real problem. But while you're at it, and this is something YouTube's done, And it's something that honestly Twitch should have done a long time ago. Make it so that us streamers can go ahead and have a custom thumbnail. Seriously. I'm willing to bet that's probably in the works because that would solve a lot of these problems. But I'm willing to bet some of these are going to be rolled back. I'm willing to bet that Twitch is going to get a bit more prudish. They're going to get a bit more, oh, we can't let any of this kind of get out. We can't let any of that sort of thing happen. Not in any way, shape, or form. And I got a feeling that the laxing of not safe for work art is going to roll back and they're going to get stricter because they're going to hear from their advertisers long before they can fix the problems. So we'll wait and see, but I'm just telling you this right now. VTubers, just because your PNG or your actual fully rigged model is art does not make you exempt from, you know, the nudity guidelines. Please don't go on Twitch and show off your massive freaking 2-foot long Fuda. All right. It's not going to end well for any of us. And how am I supposed to compete with that, man? I just can't. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Take care.